This is Kris Taylor. I'm joined by Katie McNamee, my co-founder at Leap. And in today's consulting conversations, we have an interesting question. It's why a no in a sales conversation, in a sales process, could be actually a good thing. So it sounds really counterintuitive, like we want yeses when we're selling. But Katie, tell us why, share us why sometimes a no is the best answer.
Yes, I really like this topic because so often I think when we hear the word no, or especially in relation to sales, we think, oh man, like such a missed opportunity, the dread that's kind of associated with it. But really a no can be a very freeing thing. So when you get a definitive no, or even just this specific project working with you right now is not right, and that's a no in itself, it stops this kind of churn of time that you're putting into it, energy that you're putting into the sales process, and clears any sort of uncertainty that you have about, will I have this client? Will I not? How much time do I have in my calendar? Do I not? So a no can sometimes actually free you up to then be available for the opportunities that present themselves that are the right ones for you and your business. But Kris, how is it though that you can get to a no that can actually feel like a good thing like this?
Yeah, oftentimes we tiptoe around them, right? As we let sales conversations go on, and then they just kind of peter out, and you're not quite sure where you stand. So it's perfectly okay, and in fact, it's helpful to have that conversation with them. And my guiding principle is also always maintain the relationship, keep them whole, and get the conversation on the table. So it might look like this. You might say, hey, we were talking about doing this work together, but it seems like you've got other things that are more important, or it seems like we've lost some momentum. Tell me where you're at, and if this is just not turning out to be a good time. So again, you keep the door open. Sometimes I've had that conversation and clients go, oh no, and they've got like renewed energy to come into the proposal. But other times they say, this isn't really the right time. And thank you for saying that. And I just thank them for their time and their energy and say, if it's ever a right time, I'd love to have the opportunity and the honor to work with you. So it takes you, I think, putting that conversation on the table. But again, remember, you're building this relationship for the long time. So you're not going to get huffy or worried or try to sell them because they just can't see it. Is accept where the place they are. A no is a no, and be gracious about it, and just keep the door open for something else, or just land well, like exit gracefully, and that will serve you well. I often have clients come back again at a later time, but that idea of getting to a clean no is really helpful.
Right. And I imagine when clients come back like that, you end up having a better project and a better experience with them than you would have if a yes had been forced through in the first place there.
Yeah, because if you have to force it, they don't have the energy, they don't have the time, something's just not right. Because if you're showing up with something that they need at the time they need it, and it's going to provide value, they'll move heaven and earth to make that happen. If it's not the right time, it's not the right time. It's going to be awful for you. It's going to be awful for them. So in those times, a clean no is helpful.
Yeah. So if you are currently in a place where you feel like you're kind of spinning in wheels, you don't know where you are with a client in the sales process, we have another consulting conversations about how you can get out of that dead zone of, I can't even get a no out of this person. How do I avoid this happening in the future? And if overall you feel like you need support with your, strategic networking, marketing, or sales, we have designed a program called the Launch Series that you can do both either like with a live cohort or on demand right now by yourself that you might be interested in. And you might also be interested in some of these other Leap resources here.